Currencies this morning. So let's start with I'm going to go to the DXY here. I'm still looking for this last push up, and either this is a 4 in and we're in the fifth, or this is the A wave, B back, and we're going to come down and actually hit one of the lower fibs before we see the next move up to finish this move off in the US dollar. So conversely, in the euro, we've come down and made a slightly lower low this morning. I think that's simply this B wave here moving lower into what was its original target zone, and we're still going to see a C of 4 up in a diagonal pattern here before we see that final fifth down, and then we will start the larger wave 2 move up in the euro while we get the pullback in the US dollar. Cable this morning, so I'm just looking for this last push up to complete the 1 of the C wave of the larger degree 2, then we should get a pullback. It's held where it needed to for the 4. So on the daily chart, what I'm looking for is this to be the 1, we get a pullback in the 2, then the 3, 4, 5 up into this target region before we start a much larger move to the downside in cable. The US dollar, Japanese yen, I'm still looking for this to continue to push up. It's right at this resistance zone, which is a bit worrying. That's the retrace against this down here. So it's not certain that this B wave's in yet. This can be an A, the A would be here, and then we'd have an A, B, C for a B as an expanded flat, then drop one more time before we get the final fifth of this C of 3 up to our target of 115.06, which we still haven't got to yet. And then the Australian dollar, what I've got here, I can count off this low a 5 wave move up. So I'm watching this support zone. If we get an A, B, C, and it hits and holds one of these fibs, then that does set up the opportunity to take a small long position, and it only needs to be very, very small, because the upside in this thing is absolutely enormous. It's not the main expectation. I think this was the final B in a diagonal, and we should get a 1, 2, then a 3, 4, 5 down to complete this at the 69.55, 69.57 area, and then up. But I'm just watching this because of the strength and structure of this move up, and I would be prepared to take a small shot to the long side, but I want to see a fib hit and hold to give us a tight entry and stop loss.